Thank you. Appreciate that. Um, so I suppose we will start this particular live stream again by just doing a bit of listening back to the current track, so that'll be pretty cool. We'll get on to that pretty soon. It's a little bit warm today in the studio. Temperatures are kind of climbing back up a little bit, so, but that's okay. Like, I mean, I prefer it to be colder than warmer, simply because there's a lot of heat in the studio that dissipates from the computers and stuff, and makes it a little bit more difficult than normal to keep going. But you look, my hat is cool. Yeah, cool, thanks. Yeah, so we're gonna listen back to the track and see what needs tweaking, if anything. I'm actually quite happy to start doing the vocals. I think I need to just get into it and get it knocked out. So here we go. I'm going to switch off the mic and play the track. Alright, so that's the practice. Let's get it a little bit longer. quickly remark here, while listening back, very, very slightly, very tiny increments, adjusting the gain, adjusting the track level, sorry. So just pushing those faders maybe 1 decibel, where I think maybe the piano might be struggling, or the organ, for instance. But as it stands, I'm pretty much liking it, how everything's going. So. Alright, as predicted, we have people piling in here going, hi. Read the rules, everybody. Alright, so anyway, yeah, so this is kind of the stage where 2 things can happen. We can listen back after 24 hours, and sometimes what happens is we either hate what we've done or we like what we've done. There's really kind of no in-between sort of thing. So thankfully, I really like what I've done. I don't think it needs too much else. As I was talking about yesterday, or last night, it does need a bit of guitar here and there. Maybe not a full-on solo, perhaps, but just some parts in there to kind of accentuate some specific parts. Before that can actually happen, though, the order in which I really like to do things is, number one, we've locked in the drums. First and foremost, laid a solid foundation with the drums. And then we moved on to putting the piano track over. So those are the 2 strongest elements here, is the piano and the drums. So they're locked in together, and they are very much setting the stage for everything else that happens next. So the bass follows the piano, and the organ then follows the bass and the piano. And from there, we had we put the mellotron in the beginning. We did a bit of an intro, so we've got some mellotron backing up the intro, as well as a bell. And then, as to tie it in at the end, we brought back the mellotron and the bell for the end of the song. So it's kind of little reference points there, you know. People, or as a listener, you kind of expect to hear those at some stage again, and you know, because they sound so nice in the beginning, you're like, oh, I wish, you know, I hope that's not the end of this, hearing this mellotron and these bells, and so then we bring it back at the end. So it's kind of something to, sort of something to wait for at the end of kind of the middle part, which is the meat of the whole thing. It's kind of like a dessert part, you know. Here's a sweet to get you interested in actually sinking your teeth into the song, and then here's the meat part of it, meat and potatoes, and then here's dessert, you know. So we kind of want to think about making music a little bit like that. It's a little bit like preparing food, preparing a meal, and that whole kind of experience of, okay, we're gonna throw this out here, and that's gonna hook the listener, and then we've got the serious part, and then there's maybe something else to tie us over, and then finally at the end it's like, wow, you know, this is a great experience. It's no different, really, honestly. Making music, making food, very much in that whole design, very similar, very much the same. And you want to stick with that kind of way of working, or at least I do anyway. That's what I think. And sometimes if you think about that, like music, you think about music and food, you will then think, well, you know, sometimes you just want the meat and potatoes. Sometimes you just want a very bland sounding thing, because that's just part of the aesthetic of the whole thing, you know. Sort of kind of like a bread and curry sort of thing. And you know, some people like their food hot, some people like their music hot, and it's like, you know, how can we spice this up? It's very much tied into food. So what we're going to do now is we're going to think about trying to very much hardcore this afternoon. We're going to turn on this microphone here, which is off screen, and we are going to try to lock in these lyrics and try and lay down just a solid vocal track that we can then remove. So we're not going to actually use this particular track, but we're using this vocal track as a guide to then lay the foundation for these more complex melodies, or not melodies, sorry, harmonies that we want to achieve, that we want to bake in to the instrumental parts. So really, honestly, we're thinking about the voice now as yet another instrument. It's the final kind of touch with where the backup vocals are going to be, and we're going to interweave them and bake them in very solidly and strongly to the whole structure of the song, to give it a nice, not a polish, but to give it just this something else, to give it some kind of other dimension that we can teleport the listener into. But first, we have to record the guide vocal. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to turn off this other computer over here because it's making a loud fan noise. And got a little bird outside watching me. It's a little finch, been flopping around every so often. So now that we've done that, that should turn the fan off there, and there should be less noise in the studio. And we're going to jump over here and get our microphone about there, and that's probably fine enough. And let's record this guide vocal. So let's get on to our lyrics, and we're going to go ahead and get that done. Okay, so we're going to switch off the tele mic here, and we're going to turn on the big mic. And this will take us a few goes to get the way we want it to. Because we still don't really know if we like all of the lyrics that we've written. So we've got to be careful. We don't want to lock anything in just yet, so. Here we go. And I need a bit of practice singing anyway, so I might do some karaoke.
Let's get it.
All right.
Come home, but I know you won't be there. Never in a million years would I thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would break my soul in ways. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days, some ancient mystery. I'll go look for you, and time again, but you won't be here. The message failed to send. Garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. The grass and weeds are knee-high now in the hiss of the summer field. Somewhere in these woods we'd run along and play through green, dark, murky hollows and sunny streams of day.
I'm thinking here is where it's either a saxophone break or a guitar break, and so a little bit tired.
I turn and speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care? The thing that you've gone and done, how you left me to carry on. You were supposed to be the one, forever here, forever young and strong.
Another little break here, so. We're kind of debating on whether we want to end the song sooner. So we kind of got to figure that out first.
So I tell you that I love you, I smile at the tears that stain. Call out to the house you left, but you don't hear a thing. Shadows growing long now, and walking too much. my car. The silence rages all around me, and I still don't know where you are. And I'd like to call you sometime, I'd like to make amends, but I know you won't be there. The message failed to send. Yeah, so we gotta figure out so we're jumping down from that. Okay, so, and this is kind of the fun part too, because you did think about the song in a particular order, maybe with some of the stanzas that you've written, and now you're thinking, well, maybe we can switch things around. So I noticed I skipped right over this particular stanza that we did. So let's go copy. I'm going to delete that one, put it down here. There's an afterthought. Because I didn't think this part of the lyric was strong. It might turn out to be a strong part of the lyrics. And there's another part that I missed too. So maybe we take this one and we bring it down. Or we just try it again. We'll try it again. And we don't want to give all the energy away. We just want to, what the hell's going on here? I think that's what we'll do. And luckily it worked out. All right, so we're down here. Luckily. So we'll try it again. Maybe give a little bit more energy. I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. Never in a million years would I've thought. No. We need, what it is we need to start out with the right kind of energy. If it's too low, we just need a bit of dynamicness, I think. I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. Never in a million years would I have thought that you'd leave this place. Going back now would break my soul in ways. How strange it all would be. And just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories? The grime of good old days, some ancient mysteries. I'll go look for you, and time again. No, but you won't be here. The message failed to send. The flow is not really doing what I want. Your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. The grass and weeds are knee-high now in the hiss of a summer field. Somewhere in these woods we'd run along and play through green, dark, murky hollows and sunny streams of day. Turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. I can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care? The thing that you've gone and done, how you left me here to carry on. We're supposed to be the one, forever here, forever young and strong. No, it's not working. Cook something. How about you cook something? What are you cooking? How do I respond to that? What do you mean, cook something? Forth some more feeling. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. I don't know. We need the right kind of energy to make this work. It's either that or just double the vocals. Sleep, that's the problem. I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. Never in a million years would I've thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would break my soul in ways. How strange it all would be. Just how much could I take from your empty house full of memories? The grime of good old days, some ancient mystery. I'll go look for you time and time again, but you won't be here. Message failed to send. Kind of establishing a flow.
I'm not sure if I like it though.
Your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. The grass and weeds are knee-high now in the hiss of the summer field. Somewhere in these woods we'd run along and play through green, dark, murky hollows and sunny streams of day.
Okay, here we go.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care? The thing that you've gone and done, how you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one, forever here, young and strong.
You just have to kind of keep working with it until I decide on something. Generally, it takes me about 10 different times until I decide.
Now nothing's making sense, still can't escape the truth. Everything feels so unreal, though I stand amidst the proof. So I tell you that I love you, and I smile through all the tears. I call out to the house you love.
Look, it's just not working. It's not working. I did a take a couple days ago, and it flowed. But sadly what happens is when you do this kind of thing and then you walk away from it for a minute, you're not sort of in the moment. Like a couple days ago, I was really in the moment. I was really feeling it, and the way that I decided to sing it just was there. But I think you kind of have to be in the mood too. You have to be in the mood. Like this song, I wrote for my brother who passed away in December. So I'm trying to. It's hard to kind of function and be in two separate minds with it. But I'll give it another shot anyway. Because the problem happens is when you try to come at it from a technical standpoint and you're trying to infuse the emotion with it as well. But then doing it over and over and over again also presents a problem. We'll give it a shot. We'll go, you know what, we'll go full power. Try that. But let's get the volume turned down a little bit because I think it's a little bit too hot on the vocals. All right, here we go. Let's try this again.
Let's get it a little bit longer.
Okay.
Come home, but I know you won't be there. Never in a million years would I thought you'd leave this place. Going back now soul in ways. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days, some ancient mysteries. I'll go look for you time and time again, but you won't be here. The message failed to send. Hey, now your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. Grass and weeds are knee-high now in the hiss of a summer field.
Oh, thank you.
Somewhere in these woods we'd run along and play through green, dark, murky hollows, sunny streams of day.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care? The thing that you have gone and done, how you left me here to carry on. Supposed to be the one forever here, young and strong.
Getting closer to what we want, but it's taken a while. I think after this we'll take a bit of a break and look at something else.
Now nothing's making sense, still can't accept the truth. Everything feels so unreal, though I stand amidst the proof. So I tell you that I love you, and I smile through tears that sting, and I call out to the house you left, but you don't hear a thing. Shadows growing long now.
Leave that part out. We got another guitar break here. Okay.
The shadows growing long now, and I'm walking to my car. Silence rages all around me, still don't know where you are. I'd like to call you sometimes, I'd like to make amends, but I don't know.
Hang on, I fucked it up. Ah, damn it, I fucked it up. Oh well. Well, that's why practice is important. We just we don't settle on one style until we're pretty much ready. And we know that we like how things are flowing. I think that last stanza belongs with the backup vocals, or at least like a double. And you know what? Speaking of doubles, I'm thinking about it might even work much better doing that instead of trying to do a solo vocal. I think it's a little bit overdone now. Having these sort of like naked sounding vocals where you got one thing. I enjoy making double vocals because what it does too is it kind of relieves the pressure on having to articulate too much. I mean, I think a lot of popular music as well, there's way too much articulation. And it's a little bit pretentious, you know. It doesn't sound as authentic, I don't think. So what we might try is, let's try and do a double before we take a break. I'm going to do a double. So I'm going to record, just going to be taming down the articulations quite a bit. And, you know, find a decent melody to go over this thing. So let's think of it that way. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to delete what we've done. And actually, let's make sure we've only selected one. All right, so we got that done. So what we want to do then is we want to record just a very basic guide vocal now. We're not going to try and articulate way too much. Let's do it. So that's the practice. All right, here we go. Let's get it a little bit longer.
Come home, but I know you won't be there. Never in a million years would I've thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would break my soul in ways. How strange it all would be. And just how much could I take from your empty house, full of memories, grime of good old days, some ancient mysteries. I'll go look for you, time and time again, but you won't be here. The message failed to send. Too bad on that part. We got to fix the last part. Your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. The grass and weeds are knee-high now in the hiss of a summer field. Somewhere in these woods we'd run along and play through green, dark, murky hollows and sunny streams of day. I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care? The thing that you have gone and done, how you left me here to carry on. We're supposed to be the one, forever here, young and strong. Missed that one too. Fuck. So I tell you that I love you. I smile through tears that sting. Call out to the house you left, but you don't hear a thing.
So yeah, we got a bit sidetracked there. But the thing that happens is sometimes the things that you've written, then you're like, oh, maybe this doesn't sound so good. You know, maybe it sounds not as impactful, or maybe there's a better way to do it. So you start then kind of hand-picking what you want to be there. Because believe it or not, the music influences a hell of a lot. For instance, like something started happening with that bell, and I thought to myself, maybe we want to just not put this here, or put this certain part here. And I actually got to thinking too that maybe, you know, because the next line doesn't really, it's kind of trying to continue the story, but I think because the ending kind of comes abrupt at this stage, we need to kind of sum it all up. And I thought, you know, this stanza here, you know, I'd like to call you sometime, like to make amends, that is more of like a summary, kind of a loop sort of thing. So, in regard to that, maybe we need to think about, you know, and Shadow's growing along now. It's a bit of a, yeah, it seems like a bit of a continuation. And, you know, don't get rid of the lyrics, obviously. We just want to take it, copy, and put it down here. Because, you know, honestly, we can use that for another song. Don't, try not to get rid of anything unless you just totally hate it. So we're going to go delete there. We've copied and pasted it down below, so we didn't actually get rid of it. But this other stuff, you know, bringing too much more imagery at the end rather than trying to sum the whole thing up. And I mean, that's good enough. And if you don't leave anything to the imagination, then you risk kind of butting out the listener, I think, unless you are just very specific in your, like, you know, I'll take, for instance, the song The Edmund Fitzgerald, very specific, citing very specific things that happened in the Edmund Fitzgerald tragedy. And Gordon Lightfoot wrote that because it was like, yes, we're paying homage to the people who lost their lives. And if you're coming at it from that standpoint, yes. But, I mean, even, you know, this is a personal experience of mine. And part of me wants to be very specific, and part of me wants to be, well, we kind of got to leave this a little bit open for interpretation, because otherwise you lock people out, you lock your listener out. And I don't know. I mean, it's a choice. It's neither right or wrong. But it's a choice that you make to do or do not do it. So I think at this stage, I don't want to lock the listener out. I want to kind of just keep it open. I'm getting some specific things in there for me, like, the green, dark, murky hollows. I think it kind of sounds a bit corny with that. Let's change that. The green, dark, something else, But there again, we wanted to make that imagery impactful, so we stuck it there. Anyhow, let's keep rolling, and let's do the double now. Let's go on the double. So we're gonna duplicate this track, new track with duplicate settings down here, and we're gonna pan this one slightly to the right and see if we can. I want to do the intro because I kind of want to immerse myself again in this world of fucking loss. And I can't remember how I've sang it either, so we're going to have to listen a little bit. So.
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. Never in a million years would I've thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would break my soul in ways. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from your empty house full of memories, grime of good old days, some ancient mysteries. I'll go look for you time and time again, but you won't be here. The message failed to send.
All right, so we're going to stop it there. Yeah, and as I sort of thought, it's still a little bit too dynamic to worry about doubles, or to involve doubles. What we really need to do is we need to work out the melody and stick to it, even if we're just honestly doing it so basic that we might even be able to just do like a quadruple thing happening here, and then just turn it into a chorus. It's far easier that way than to try to have to articulate and lock in something that can be replicated, unless you sit and listen to it and really get it ingrained into your memory. And I don't want to take forever doing this, I want to get this out and get it produced, and so I can kind of move on from it a little bit. I want it out there. So let's delete both these, and then let's think about how we can sort of just streamline the whole thing. We want to all right, let's do a cappella here. So
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. Never in a million years would I thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would break my soul in ways. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from your empty house full of memories. The grime of good old days, some ancient mystery.
I mean, honestly, it could be that simple. It could be that simple. We're only using maybe 3 or 4 notes at a time instead of 7, honestly. And some people, in some circles, people would be piling on here saying, just use a vocal doubler. Well, I'll tell you about vocal doubling VSTs. They don't give you an authentic doubling effect, because it is not every single time that you record a unique vocal, things are just natural. Your inflections are going to be ever so slightly different. The pressure that you're singing with is going to be different. All those things, they have not come up with a way to successfully emulate a proper vocal double. And so I say to that, look, unless you're really pressed for time and you want it to sound, you want it to sound okay to people who are not in the know about it, or who haven't heard music recorded before, the year 2000, then go for it. But there's no substitute for natural vocals. There's no substitute for getting in there and just going, okay, let's give this a decent, let's have a decent go at this, So anyway, that's kind of my take on these, a lot of these VST emulations and things. I get, if you're pressed for time, you need them, you got to use them, and you're going to use them, but it's not, in the end, the result is going to be so much better if you just get in there and just record. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to take a little break here, and I'm going to come back in maybe, 5 minutes? So I'm just going to put on the screen my text that says back in 5 minutes. So everybody knows. Actually, I'll tell you what. Give me 10 minutes. Back in 10 minutes. All right, there we go, people. I'm still here on my break. Okay. We'll be back in 10 minutes now. Okay, let's do it. right. All right, so let's see if we can knock this out. I need some kind of vocals happening tonight, so let's just see about it. Let's get it a little bit longer. All right. Okay, so let's see if we can make some vocals happen. Want to kind of double up on everything, so what I do need to do though is this. What is it? I've got some metal tie wire over there. Probably need to fix this microphone. We're good. Don't know why I didn't think of this, but metal tie wire is going to really prevent this thing from slipping down anymore. And I think probably about here is good. So let's lock it there. Honestly, this microphone stand is so old. Not worried about breaking it. The other thing too, this sort of occurred to me not long ago. Matter matter of fact, it occurred to me pretty much just instantly, just a few minutes ago. Actually, I'm going to need more wire than that. This is going to need probably about there. Still, sadly, that's going to it's going to have this fucking ruined again. Still, so how do we? Tie wire isn't going to do it. That'll probably just stretch anyway. So. How in the world? This thing to behave. Needs to be tied further down, so we probably even need to get a super long strand. Go right down to the bottom. Probably about there. I think as if we just go from there. God damn it. let's find out what we're happy with. There's a minimal height for this thing. I'm thinking probably here. Should essentially fix the problem. I think that'll be okay. I'm really feeling very tired tonight. I think it's probably having to do with the heat as well. Anyway, let's try and lay down this track. Let's get it a little bit longer. Going slanted, slantways to the mic. Okay, here we go.
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. Never in a million years would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would break my soul in ways. How strange it all would be. Just how much could I take from your empty house?
All went well until that point, so let's
Come home, but I know you won't be there. Never in a million years would I thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would break my soul in ways. Strange it all would be.
we got to find the rhythm as well. We're not really decided on the rhythm either, so how do we do that? So.
Just how much could I take from your empty house full of memories? The grime of good old days, some ancient mysteries. I'll go look for you time and time again, but I know you won't be here. The message failed to send. Garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. The grass and weeds are knee-high now, the hiss of this summer field. Somewhere in these woods we run along and play with the green, dark, murky hollows and sunny streams of day. I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now. Then why should I care? The thing that you've gone and done, how you left me here to carry on, was supposed to be the one. Forever here, forever young and strong.
Okay. It's all right, but it's not. It's not really doing it for me. It's just gonna have to battle it out. Sometimes this is how it is. You just have to battle it out with what you want to actually get it. You know?
Just how much could I take from your empty house full of memories? The grime of good old days, some ancient mystery. I'll go look for you time and time again, but I know you won't be here.
I'm close. I haven't decided on the rhythm. Let's keep going. We'll keep going.
Come home, but I know you won't be there. Never in a million years would I thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would break my soul in ways. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from your empty house old days, some ancient mystery. I'll go look for you time and time again, but I know you won't be here. The message failed to send. Hey, your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. The grass and weeds are knee-high now in the hiss of this summer field. Somewhere in these woods we'd run alone and play through green, dark, murky hollows and sunny streams of day.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We're kind of getting there. We just need to keep at it until we decide. Either that or we get tired enough. Either way, I want something there.
Never in a million years would I have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would break my soul in ways. How strange it all would be. Just how much could I take from your empty house full of memories? Grime of good old days, some ancient mystery. I'll go look for you time and time again, but I know you won't be there. The message failed to send.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. The grass and weeds are knee-high now in the hiss of this summer field. Somewhere in these woods we'd run along and play through green, dark hollows and sunny streams of day. Turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. I barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care? The thing that you've gone and done, you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one, forever here, young and strong.
All right. It's just, I'm really tired. I'm finding it very difficult to keep going right now. I feel like I need to sleep.
sense. Still can't escape, accept the truth. Everything feels so unreal, though I stand amidst the proof. To tell you that I love you, and I smile through tears that sting. I call out to the house you left, but you don't hear a thing.
We're getting there slowly. I'm still not decided. You know, some of this is just not working.
Guess I should be getting on now, so I'm walking to my car. The silence rages all around me, still don't know where you are. I'd like to call you sometime, like to make amends, but I know you won't be there. The message failed to send.
You know what? Actually, I think that got it, really. I mean, not the performance itself, but I think lyrically, the order that we did that in works.
Okay, so now we ask ourselves.
I like that better than the way I did sing it before, so. And instead of shadows growing long, I should be getting on now. Should be moving on. I should be moving on now. So I'm walking to my car. The silence rages all around me. Still don't know where you are. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, and kind of this is how it happens. Writing, recording, these sort of last minute changes are very important. Yeah, and you know what? I think that'll work. That will work a treat. And so we're going to just very quickly listen back to this particular performance. It wasn't great, but it's going to give us maybe a start to a guide vocal that we can work with later. Either that or we get tired enough. Either way, I want something there.
Never in a million years would I have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would break my soul in ways. How strange it all would be. Just how much could I take from your empty house full of memories? Grime of good old days, some ancient mystery. I'll go look for you time and time again. message failed to send.
Now we're getting somewhere. Okay.
Your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. The grass and weeds are knee-high now in the hiss of the summer field. Somewhere in these woods we'd run along and play through green dark hollows and sunny streams of day. Turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. I barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care? The thing that you've gone and done, you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one, forever here, young and strong.
All right. It's just I'm really tired. I'm finding it very difficult to keep going right now. I feel like I need to sleep.
Now nothing's making sense. Still can't escape except the truth. Everything feels so unreal, though I stand amidst the proof. To tell you that I love you, and I smile through tears that sting. I call out to the house you left, but you don't hear a thing.
Getting there slowly. I'm still not decided. Some of this is just not working.
Guess I should be getting on now. So I'm walking to my car. The silence rages all around me. Still don't know where you are. I'd like to call you sometime. I'd like to make amends, but I know you won't be there. The message failed to send.
You know what? Actually, I think that got it, really. I mean, not the performance. So, yeah, I mean, this was... that's how we need to finish it, but I would really like to see that stretched out longer. So I wonder if we could jump back on tomorrow and record maybe just a couple more bars of that at least. Or even do maybe 4 or 5 or 6 bars. Do a massive guitar solo. And really just kind of drive this thing into another dimension, I'm thinking. Maybe possible. But it's all just having to deal with energy, time, and what we're willing to put into it. It's my brother's song. So, or one of his songs, I'll say. There's a lot more. There's a hell of a lot more I like to be able to say to my brother, and I doubt that it'll all come out in just one song. Hey, thanks for that. Well, there's actually a very good reason as to why I've got so many keyboards. A lot of people nowadays, they like to just have like one MIDI controller. You see these people with one keyboard hooked up to the computer, and what they'll do is they'll just use a whole bunch of VST instruments and things. That's really cool. You know, I'm totally not against that at all. But for me, kind of the immediacy of having, you got separate keyboards for separate things. So for instance, I'm not having to sit there with a mouse and click inside a computer to try and get things to work with different sounds. I have it all instantly here, pretty much, and that's always been a struggle. It's always been a big struggle to get to that stage of where everything has a separate place. There are massive advantages to having multiple keyboards, yeah. So thanks for the question. Yeah, thank you. The other part about that is, too, that sometimes you want to play certain instruments together. Like, say, for instance, if I'm playing the organ and maybe I've got my left hand here and I want to play like a synth lead or something, I've got, I can reach up here and I can play the synthesizer along with that. And just having a few different things, it's very beneficial. Yeah. Yeah, different sounds, different keys. One's like this one here behind me. This is a Roland RD2000, so it's got fully weighted keys, piano action, graded action, and it behaves differently. And this is the thing. This is the other thing about it. Like, all keyboards are not created equal. They're actually very different. Sometimes you'll have a keyboard with synth action. Got one with organ action, and for piano sounds, if you've got a piano or if you've got a 88 weighted key hammer action piano, it just makes that experience a lot more useful, and I'll tell you, it makes a difference. It really does. One, for enjoyability, two, for inspiration as well. Some of the things I've written recently on this piano, as opposed to something on a keyboard, it can take your creativity in very different directions, and that's why I'm a very big believer in, if you can afford it, definitely get yourself a few different things happening. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But thanks for the question. I'm not too sure how much longer I'm going to be here tonight, because I'm a bit tired, but I appreciate everyone tuning in anyway. What I might do is I'm going to remove this vocal, or at least I'm going to mute it, and let's just...
Let's just listen back to the track as it is, and before we close, because I did change some things, and I think also the other thing too is the mellotron was slightly higher than I wanted it to be, so let's bring that down just a bit. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, so I normally don't have the actual. I don't have this mic going. I've got the computer mic going just to be able to talk through the live streams. But yeah, it's purely at this stage for effect. That you're right though. The dry signal. Once I listen back, that'll be bumped up. Everything, kind of effect-wise, is going to be minimized a bit. But yeah, good ear, good observation there. Absolutely. And eventually we'll work out the mic system to where I can actually wear a mic somehow, and it goes to the computer. But at this stage, it's just not one to work. But all right, we'll listen to this track and see what we like. No problem, thank you.
overall, I don't see any problem with this song. I don't see any problem with the track itself. There might be a few little errors here and there. There might be the bass kick maybe slipped just ever so slightly, and it might need to be rejoined. Just a very small cut and then move. But we will deal with that when the time comes, and certainly we will not waste a lot of time doing that. But what I would like to see more than anything is getting in there tomorrow and really just extending that end, extending the ending to the point where we can either do maybe 4 measures, 4 more bars maybe, or 5 to then fade out. But I'd really like to have that going, because honestly, that's a beautiful jam at the very end there. If we can really lock in that piano and just add to that whole thing instead of just ending it, I mean, what will it take us? Maybe like a day. It might just take us a day to do. And if that's the case, if it only takes a day, then that's fine. But I think it deserves it. I mean, this track goes for 6 minutes nearly in its current state. That we could make this a whiz-bang 10-minute track. It doesn't really matter, honestly, how long it goes for. It could go for 12 minutes. It could go for 15 minutes. I like that jam at the end so much. It just gives me this kind of, gives me chills in a good way. And it's a good way to, I suppose, fade out too. Maybe we fade it out. We might just fade the damn thing out and see how that goes. But either way, I want this song done and put out with the music video by the end of the month, middle of the month, really, if we can. And it's going on the album, obviously. So that's pretty good.
How did we do this? Alright, yeah, so should have been picking up the vocals, it didn't. Okay. So yeah, let's extend this tomorrow. Let's get it out there and make a decent go of things. Get it done. That's all I want to do. Okay. Alright, that's all for now, and have a good one, everybody. Thanks so much.